Hey everyone, welcome back. You guys know by now how much we love diving deep into the latest trends in real estate. And
Absolutely.
today we're tackling a topic you specifically requested: AI and real estate syndication.
Really interesting area.
It is. So we'll be dissecting this piece from Entrepreneurial Edge, see what gems we can unearth.
Think good.
So, real estate syndication, just to get us all on the same page.
Sure.
Imagine you want to invest in, like, a huge apartment complex.
Right.
But going solo, not really an option. Too much capital needed.
Makes sense.
Syndication's like teaming up, pooling your resources with others to make that big investment happen.
Exactly. It's all about collaboration.
Which brings us to why efficiency is so crucial in this
Well,
game.
absolutely. Timing is everything.
Isn't it? And this Entrepreneurial Edge article, they had this great analogy: AI as a deal-finding magnet.
I like that.
So how does that actually play out in the real world?
Well, picture this. Instead of, manually digging through listings, crunching numbers until your eyes hurt,
Been there.
the eyes out there sifting through, mountains of data points, property values, rental histories, even zoning changes, building permits, you name it.
Wow, so it's not just about finding any property.
No, no, no.
It's about uncovering those hidden gems, the ones with the real potential.
Precisely. And often before they even hit the open market.
That's incredible. It almost sounds too good to be true. Is there a catch?
Well, it's key to remember AI is a tool. It's not replacing human judgment. It's enhancing it.
Right, it's not a magic solution.
Exactly. This article talks about AI boosting accuracy, reducing risk. It takes some of the guesswork out of the equation.
Which, let's be honest, there's always a bit of guesswork involved.
Always. AI just lets you make those educated guesses, based on solid data.
Okay, so it's like having this super-powered analyst by your side, helping you make smarter bets.
I like that analogy.
But we've got to talk about the people side, too. Syndication's not just numbers, it's about relationships, especially with investors.
Absolutely.
So where does AI fit into that part of the picture?
That's where it gets really interesting because transparency and communication, those are crucial for strong investor relations.
They are key.
Imagine this. You can give your investors real-time updates on property performance, market changes, even projected returns, all automated.
So instead of waiting for those quarterly reports,
Exactly.
investors are in the loop 24/7,
It builds trust.
which in the investment world is everything.
Everything. And from a competitive standpoint, that level of transparency can be a game changer.
It's like giving your investors a front row seat to the entire process.
I like that.
Now, we've talked about finding the deals, keeping investors happy. What about the day-to-day grind? How
Right.
does AI help streamline that side of things?
Workflow optimization.
Okay.
All those tedious, repetitive tasks, data entry, document processing,
Ugh, oh, words.
AI can handle those efficiently and accurately.
So instead of drowning in spreadsheets and paperwork,
Exactly. You and your team are freed up to focus on strategy, relationships, those things that AI, at least for now, can't replicate.
it's like AI is handling the busy work so you can focus on the big picture.
Ex-
Fascinating to think about. All the time and energy this could free up. The article, it mentions AI turning the whole syndication process into this well-oiled machine.
Yeah, I like that analogy.
What do they mean by that?
It gets at what AI is really offering, streamlining these complex processes, right?
Hmm.
Each step, deal sourcing, managing properties, investor communication, it all generates tons of data.
And someone used to have to go through all that manually.
Exactly. Slow, prone to errors. AI changes that. Tracks market trends, analyzes financials, even spots potential maintenance issues before they're big problems.
All in real time.
All in real time. Makes you more proactive, optimizes everything, smoother experience for everyone, especially investors.
So AI is like this, I don't know, super-powered assistant behind the scenes keeping things running.
That's a good way to put it. And it gets even more interesting. The article touched on how some syndicators are using AI to personalize investor communication too.
Oh, now that's interesting. Tell me more about that.
So picture this. AI analyzes an investor's portfolio, their risk tolerance, even communication style,
Okay.
and tailors reports and updates specifically for them.
No more generic reports. Everyone gets what's relevant to them.
Precisely. And it's not just reports. AI can automate answers to investor questions, schedule meetings, even flag potential issues before they blow up.
Creates a much more, I don't know, proactive and responsive experience.
Exactly. So it's not just making syndication more efficient.
It's making it more, what, investor-centric.
Exactly. And that's key here. AI is not just tech. It's about using tech to get better outcomes for everyone.
Right. Efficiency, yeah, but also better transparency, communication, stronger relationships overall. It's like using AI to make real estate more human in a way.
I like that.
Now, we've covered a lot, but one more thing I want to hit before we wrap up.
Sure.
The article mentioned AI for predicting future real estate trends.
Yeah, that's where it gets really exciting.
Okay, now we're talking. How does that work?
AI, it thrives on patterns, right? It analyzes decades of data, economic indicators, demographics, even climate change projections.
So it's not just looking at the past, it's using that to anticipate the future.
Exactly. Identifies emerging markets, predicts property values, even assesses long-term viability of different investment strategies.
Wow, that's like, what, having a team of economists working around the clock to give you an edge?
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
And that raises some interesting questions too.
It does. Feels like we're on the edge of a huge shift here.
Definitely.
So where do we even begin to unpack all this? If you're a syndicator, what are the key takeaways to be thinking about right now?
That's the million-dollar question. I think it's twofold. First, embrace continuous learning, right? AI changes constantly. Today's cutting edge is tomorrow's old news.
So you can't just understand the basics, you gotta stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. And second, remember AI is a tool. It's not replacing expertise, it's augmenting it. The best syndicators will use AI, but keep that human touch relationships, strategic thinking, navigating the market with data and intuition.
Finding that sweet spot, human ingenuity meets technological power.
Exactly. That's what makes this such an exciting time for real estate syndication.
Huge potential for those ready to embrace it. It really does feel like that, the start of something brand new in real estate.
It is, and a bit daunting, but that's what makes it so interesting, right?
For sure. And for those ready to really dive in and adapt.
Big opportunities.
Huge. It's not about AI taking over. It's about giving yourself that extra edge as an investor.
Couldn't agree more. Empowering yourself with the best tools.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with something to chew on.
Okay.
Imagine you're a syndicator, right, in this AI-powered world we've been talking about.
Right.
Where do you see the most potential for AI to shake things up? And how would you actually start using it, like, today?
A question every investor should be asking, for sure.
It is. The future is here. It's all about data, insights, being able to move quickly as things change. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI and real estate syndication.
It's been a fascinating conversation.
We hope this episode's giving you a taste of what's possible, how powerful this technology can be.
Absolutely.
So until next time, keep those minds curious, those investment strategies sharp.
I like that.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.